armed citizens want to defend and patrol their communities in Hartford, Connecticut, but surprise, surprise, the white liberal mayor and the NAACP are against it.
This video is brought to you by BlackGunsMatterShop.com. Get all of your pro-liberty, pro-gun, pro-freedom solutionary gear at BlackGunsMatterShop.com.
The John Brown Gun Group and the Huey P. Newton Gun Club are also, with other armed citizens in the community of Hartford, want actually to patrol that community that's been having spikes in violent crime. Now, basically, these are people that make up the self-defense brigade that say they want to exercise their Second Amendment rights, which is their constitutional right to do so, to make sure that their communities are protected. Now, these organizations have already helped in different areas. During the BLM and Antifa protests, they protected homes. During funerals, it might have gotten violent. So these groups are already involved and have been securing their community already. But for some reason, the NAACP has been trotted out against it, as well as this liberal mayor that says this isn't the thing. Now, these are obvious to you guys that follow the channel and things like that. You guys know the racist practice of gun control moves that way. But I want to read something that this guy, Cornell Lewis is the guy that actually runs this. This is what his quote was about the NAACP, because we're not going to let the white liberal take all of the smoke. We're going to get this NAACP in here too. He says, the NAACP in Connecticut is an instrument of the white power structure. Whenever the power brokers need something to quell the masses, the NAACP is trotted out with their leader, Scott X. He's called him a circus dancing bear. As Dale leading the charge, a case in point when community members in 2 hours last week set up a rally for addressing gun violence and a legally armed patrol system in the neighborhood, the power structure became afraid. Their fear came from not having control over the September 2nd event. Ergo, the power brokers called out the NAACP to help return the masses to depend on God, the police, and so-called leaders. Today at 10 a.m., the NAACP held a rally at Unity Plaza, the same place community planned their event. The power brokers want to return the people to a state of not implementing self-protection. Guys, we already know that this is the case with gun control. I don't care what white, black, liberal, whatever. The liberal policies are there to make sure that the general public is unarmed. You guys already know it. We got cool t-shirts that say all gun control is racist. This is a clear-cut example of it. Government coming in, not wanting the people. Now, I don't know this guy, Cornell Lewis. I never met him before, but his talking points here as it relates to the structure, either A, tapping in somebody that's supposed to be the black leader to quell and quiet people, especially strong black men in these communities that want to actually be leaders in the community, as well as the liberal policies and policymakers like this mayor over there in Hartford, literally saying, hey, we want the police to come involved. They quoted the police in this situation, and they were saying, oh, this could present some safety issues. Safe and responsible firearms owners are not the criminals, are not the safety issues at all. But yet again, here we come with that government trying to send people in the tap dance to speak for us, to convince us to not have the means to defend ourselves. This is a tried and true, repetitive wash, rinse, repeat cycle that we've seen in our communities since before America. Black codes, slave codes, fast forward to the 1960s, Black Panther Party. This is the same exact thing all over again. The people in these communities should 100% get behind being safe and responsible firearms ownership. If you guys want to reach out to us, do some online classes, we got that for you at solutionaryuniversity.org. Anybody that can connect us with these organizations, we are 100% willing to help train, empower these communities because it's just a repetitive cycle. There is nothing that's different in this space about saying, unless outside of just verbally saying it, we do not want strong black male leadership in these communities that are predominantly black to be the person. We want to use the government, that is the hallmark of liberal agenda. We want to use the government and have the monopoly of violence by the state to quell that, and want those people to rely on those same police that have consistently failed our communities. Consistently. They don't have a legal or moral obligation to protect you, but we think you should rely on them for your legal and moral protection. It's a contradiction, it's blatant, and it's just repetitive. Guys, tell us what you think. Comment, share. Maybe I got it wrong. I think Maj is mostly right, but I think I got it right. And maybe some of y'all think I have it wrong. I think that maybe the people of Hartford, Connecticut should arm themselves to defend themselves. And I think that the liberal media there, the liberal policymakers, as well as law enforcement, should get out of the way. Tell me what you think. Share, comment, be safe, be solutionary.